So, hello to the very few people that watch my YouTube. I've got some South Park on the background, but anyway, I didn't make a religious themed video in a long time because, I'm not being that original. I was saying things that were said before by people who do it better than me. But maybe I'm gonna start doing some religion videos again, including this one, but this one is more about freedom of speech and double standards. Last Thursday I was at my parents' house eating dinner and reading the paper, our local paper, and I saw an article, an interview with a Muslim woman. I'm not going to name her, although she's using a fake name, but I'm not going to show the picture because of privacy reasons. One thing struck me. Let me get down to the article first. It started with information about her, where her roots were, what she studied. She's obviously good at storing information. That doesn't mean she's using her brain, but that's another thing. She studied financial management at just below university level. But that's all about her wearing her niqab, which is her choice, her belief is her choice, but this is the kicker. In the interview later on, she says she likes to make fun of things, but not in a hurting way, because Islam doesn't allow it, which is okay with me. But then she says because we can't handle the freedom of speech. It depends first how you define freedom of speech. If you just saying stuff and don't care about the consequences and don't take responsibility for the consequences, I agree. But if you have freedom of speech and you have make a statement and you have arguments to back it up, then freedom of speech is there's nothing wrong with freedom of speech in that perspective. But anyway, we can't hold freedom of speech. How does she back this up? She uses the Muslim attacks on Charlie Hebdo, I don't know, about 3 months ago it was or something. She doesn't line up with the extreme Muslims who did the terrorist attack, but she understands it, because you can't ridicule her killing pedophilic prophet Muhammad, because you can't do that, so you must be punished by death according to her views. Freedom of speech is also that those who did the terrorist attack could also go to Charlie Hebdo and talk about it. But they didn't. They choose the way of violence, because that's the way it's written in the Quran. You insult, you die. You don't believe, you die. That's it. That's your belief. And I said before, she's good at storing information, but using the brain not so. If you can understand this, then your morals, because of your religion, you wiggle around to connect those things, but your morals, because of your religion, are blurred, are obscured, are just I think most theists are a bit schizophrenic. They have to move in two different ways. They have to deal with science and everyday life, catching up to their moral standards of their religion, but they have to uphold their standards of moral religion in everyday modern life, where every day every aspect of their religion is being disproven, debunked, but they still have to make the connection. So if you want to do that all your life and get frustrated and get angry with that because you do look in the mirror at the Phelps family and the other extreme Christian groups, also here in Holland, you have the Bible Belt, no TV because that's the window of the devil. Crazy anyone? And of course the Muslim extremists and the Orthodox Jews, and she's an Orthodox Muslim. But I just can't understand her way of thinking, or any Muslim for that matter. But maybe that's just me, maybe I don't understand the way, well, I do understand the way theists think. And I'm gonna close up now because I just want to give my opinion on this. How she can understand people killing other people just because someone drew a doodle of Muhammad and made a joke about him. It's a cartoon, it's ink. You can do this and throw it away if you don't like it. But don't say you understand those fucking assholes who make sure that people died because of a cartoon. Those people died, left families. Those people who died left friends. Those people who died had children. And you can understand why some fucking Muslim ass bitches to Muhammad did this. You're crazy. And also the fact you say that what was it? Oh yeah, I love the Prophet more than my own mother. So you love a killing, pedophilic liar, a 50-year-old man or a bit older who had sex with a 9-year-old girl, who went around killing people or ordering others to kill people because they don't believe in Allah. You love that man more than your mother. Your mother who gave birth to you, your mother who changed your diapers, your mother who fed you, who raised you. I'm sorry, but she seems like a nice, somewhat intelligent girl. But this is what religion does to people. It totally fucks up your way of thinking. You have to wiggle in corners to justify your religion to what's going on today. And I am becoming more and more of an anti-theist instead of an atheist. That's where we're heading, people. One day, more people like me will start to really stand up and really let our voices be heard and really use our morals, normal morals, not the fucked up shit you read in the Bible, the Quran or the Torah. No, just basic morals. No killing, freedom of speech if you accept to take the consequences of what you say. No having sex with children. Just treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people with, well, you gotta earn respect. I said it in a previous video, but you gotta be tolerant to people. You gotta respect their different points of view, which I do with this girl. But 2 statements just, boggled my mind. We can't handle freedom of speech. We can. Just because some idiots who can't handle what's being said use violence to get that point. So you really would prefer freedom of violence and killing than to freedom of speech. That's my video. I hope this girl watches this. I hope more people, theistic people, will start using their brain, will start thinking and come to the conclusion that the morals they learn through their religion don't make sense at all. It's one sick mythology. Well, mythology is because, of course, you stole from the Greek mythology, from the old German mythology. Flying horse, anyone? Do some research and use your brain and implement it instead of just storing information and not using it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Peace.